Let's move ahead with the topic strength of acid or base solutions. Strength of acid or base solution. How do we tell if a solution is a strong acid or a strong base? So suppose the strength of an acid or a base depends on the concentration of H plus OH minus ion in the solution. Acids that give rise to more H plus ion per unit volume of the solution are strong acid. So what we learned in the dilution, that when water is added into the acid, okay, so actually this doesn't happen. We always add what? We always add acid into the water. But when acid and water are dissolved together, so the H plus or hydronium ion concentration decreases per unit volume. So this is what we call dilution. But now here, what happens? That when the concentration of H plus and OH minus is increased, then what will happen? There is strength of acid is much greater. So this is how we say that when the concentration of H plus and hydronium ion is increased per unit volume, then we can say that the strength of acid is maximum. And when the H plus or hydronium ion decreases per unit volume, then we can say that it is diluted and the strength of acid is not much. Same as that with the basic solution. The concentration of hydroxide ion is more, then we can say that the strength of base is high. And when the OH minus hydroxide ion concentration is less per unit volume, then the strength of base is not strong. Okay. So here, this is how we measure the strength of acid or base. You need to remember that 7 is neutral in a pH paper. Then anything less than 7 is acidic and anything greater than 7 is basic. Okay. So this is here, it will be very acidic, around 1. And now here in 14, it will be very alkaline. Near to 7, it will be slightly acidic or slightly basic, but 7 is neutral. Okay, so this is how we depict that the strength of acid. How do we know that what is the strength of acid or base? Take a pH paper, dip in the acid or base, then you will get to know that whether the strength of acid or base is great or not. So this is the pH scale. Take us an orange juice here, and you will get to see that the pH of the solution is 3.55. And so what we can conclude here, that anything less than 7 is acidic, 3.55 is highly acidic. So orange juice that has an acid that is very high in strength. The pH scale is used to measure the concentration of an acid or base, okay, in a solution. And how do we calculate the pH? It is minus log H plus ion. pH scale goes from 0 to 40. What I emphasized previously, neutral solutions have pH is equals to 7. Acidic solutions have pH less than 7. Basic solutions have pH greater than 7. Okay, so this is all about the pH. These are some pH that you need to learn, not learn, but this gastric juice is important. You need to know that what are the pH of these substances, such as there are limes that are 1.8 and 2.0. So you can say that the strength of acid is much larger. Lemon 2.2, 2.4. Soft drinks 2 to 4. Raindrop 5.6. It is acidic. Okay. Human blood 7.3 to 7.4. Here are some basic examples, like egg white is basic in nature. So 7.6 to 8, it has the pH value. Household ammonia 10.5 to 11.5. 4% NaOH 14. It is highly alkaline. Okay. pH sensitivity of plants and animals. So there are some certain pH that we need for an organism to work in a proper function. So our bodies are designed to work in a certain pH range to 7 to 7.8. When pH of rain falls below 5.6, it is called acid rain. Acid rain threatens aquatic life and also damages the plant and building. Acid rain is a threat to our life. It threatens the aquatic life because the marine life also needs a certain pH to work. Okay. Also plants and buildings. It will corrode the buildings. Okay. Its causes and effect. Industries burning sulfur containing coal and oil release sulfur oxide into atmosphere which lead to acid rain. Marble statue always slowly dissolves by reaction of calcium carbonate with acid. You must have seen that marble statues get corroded. Why? Because the acid rain corrodes it by dissolving the by dissolves because the marble of it dissolves by the reaction of calcium carbonate of it with the acid rain. So it is a threat to our life. Role of pH in digestion of tooth and decay. Role of pH is not just in the maintaining of building, but also it needs to have a certain we need to have a certain pH in our tooth, in our digestion to get the function nicely. So hydrochloric acid in our stomach breaks down food during digestion. Excess of acid in stomach causes acidity and is relieved by antacids, which are mild bases. So antacids are mild bases. So to get ourselves relief from the acidity, we take antacids that are mild bases. Tooth decay starts when pH of mouth goes below 5.5. That means it is getting acidic. When tooth enamel starts getting corroded by acid, therefore all toothpastes are basic in nature to neutralize the pH of the tooth. That is why toothpastes are basic in nature because anything less than 5.5 pH will result in the corrosion of your teeth enamel. Okay, pH or role of pH in plant growth and self-defense by animals. Okay, so plants require a certain pH. Everyone requires a certain pH to work in a proper function. So here in the soil to grow in healthy manner. We add quicklime to the soil in case the soil is too acidic. This is important. Okay, this is a very important line that when farmers see that the soil is getting acidic, so he uses what? Quicklime, a mild base to neutralize it. Honeybees attack by injecting an acid which causes pain and irritation. This is the prevention by honeybees through the certain pH that is acid. So basic soda, which is a mild base, can relieve from the pain to neutralize it. Okay, so these are some role of pH in plant growth and self-defense by the animals. Now here is a fact that did you know nettle is a herbaceous plant which grows in the wild. Its leaves have stinging hair which causes painful sting when touched accidentally. This is due to the methanoic acid secreted by them. Okay, so these are some self-defense techniques. Okay, a traditional remedy is rubbing the area with the leaf of the dog plant which often grew beside the nettle in the wild. Okay, so along with it, its remedy also gets produced, and this is the traditional remedy. So, it rubbing the area with the leaf. Okay, so it will relieve you from the methanoic acid. Okay, now let's jump into the question number 1. You have solution A and B. The pH of the solution A is 6. The pH of the solution A is 6. And the pH of the solution B is 8. Which solution has more hydrogen ion concentration? Hydrogen ion concentration is where? In acid. So obviously the concentration of H plus ion will be greater in A than B. So which of these is acidic and basic? Anything less than 7 is acidic and anything greater than 7 is basic. So here your answer gets salt. And this A solution will have more hydrogen ion because it is acidic. Because it is acidic in nature. Because it is acidic in nature. Alright. Now let's jump into question number 2. What effect does the concentration of H plus ion have on the nature of the solution? Okay, so the concentration of H plus ion have on the nature of the solution. If the concentration of H plus ion is increased, then what will happen? The strength of the acid increase. So the concentration of H plus ion plays a vital role in the detection of what is the strength of acid. Okay. So do basic solutions have H plus ions? If yes, then why are these basic? Basic solutions do have H plus ions, but they are less in concentration than OH minus ions. That is why it is basic in nature. Alright. So under what soil condition do you think a farmer will treat the soil of his field with quicklime, calcium oxide or slaked lime or chalk? Okay, so when the condition of soil gets acidic, you will use these bases in order to neutralize it to make it fertile enough to grow your plant. Okay. Now let's move ahead with another topic, that is salts, and it is very important to remember each and every salt. Salt formation from acids and bases. When an acid neutralized base, an ionic compound is formed that is called salt. So here it is the example. Take it acid as HCl, NaOH as base, HCl as acid. Then you will see that NaCl got reacted with the Cl. It formed NaCl, that is sodium chloride, which is a salt, and the other left component formed water. So whenever an acid or base react with each other, it produces salt and water. So salt formation from acids and bases. Salt formed by the reaction between strong acids and strong base are neutral. Okay, because these both are strong, so it will result in the production of a neutral solution. Salts formed by strong acid and weak base are acidic. Salt formed by strong basic and weak acid are basic because strong base was used. And here strong acid was used. That is why it resulted in an acidic nature solution, and here it resulted in the basic nature solution. So here strong acid, strong base gives a neutral solution. Strong acid and weak base gives acidic solution because strong acid was used, and weak acid and strong base results in the basic solution because strong base was used. Okay. Chemicals from common salt. The seawater contains many dissolved salts. Okay. Many salts beyond your imagination. We can separate sodium chloride from these salts. And sodium chloride is an important raw material for producing the other salts. Many important chemical compounds such as sodium hydroxide, bleaching powder, baking soda, washing soda, and plaster of Paris. These are the salts that are used in your daily life and which are very important industrially to get it. We use NaCl as a raw material, and which is very important in our day-to-day life. So manufacture of sodium hydroxide. So when electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of NaCl, it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide. Okay. So here, when electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of sodium chloride called brine. Okay, the solution of sodium chloride is called brine. It decomposes to form sodium hydroxide. The process is called chlor-alkali process because of the product formed chlor for chlorine and alkali for sodium hydroxide. When NaCl reacted with H2O, gave NaOH, Cl2 and H2O. Okay, so sodium hydroxide was formed. Manufacture of sodium hydroxide. Anode, cathode. Here, brine solution. Brine was what? NaCl solution. And here, in anode and cathode, the Cl2 and H2O, H2 gas, the Cl2 and H2O will be deposited respectively, and the brine containing NaOH will be out from this outlet. So here, let's go to bleaching powder. Chlorine gas produced from the chlor-alkali process is used to manufacture bleaching powder. So chlorine plus dry slaked lime calcium hydroxide gives bleaching powder. So calcium hydroxide when reacted with chlorine gave CaOCl2 plus H2O. This is bleaching powder formula. Uses of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is used for bleaching cotton and linen in textile industry. Bleaching powder has a very important industrial use for the bleaching cotton and linen in the textile industries. It is also used to kill germs in the drinking water. Bleaching powder is also used as an oxidizing agent in many chemical industries. So here is baking soda. It is produced by NaCl by the reaction. NaCl along with the H2O, CO2 and ammonia produced NH4Cl plus sodium hydrogen carbonate. So baking soda releases carbon dioxide in presence of a mild acid, which makes bread or cake spongy and soft. Thus, it is used to bake breads and cakes. Baking soda acts as a mild antacid to neutralize acids. Baking soda is also used in a soda acid fire extinguisher. Okay. So salt crystals. Sometimes crystals of salt have water molecules attached to them. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecule attached to one formula unit of the salt. So suppose here is copper sulfate. How do you write this? Here 5H2O is joined with it. Salt crystals, when we heat copper sulfate, water escapes from it and the blue colored crystal become colorless. Another salt that has water of crystallization is gypsum, which has two molecules of water attached to it. So calcium sulfate along with the 2H2O make gypsum. Plaster of Paris. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses water molecule and gives calcium sulfate hemihydrate. So here calcium sulfate with half H2O molecule is plaster of Paris. So how it was formed by heating gypsum. This is called plaster of Paris. So it is a white powder which on mixing with water becomes gypsum, once again giving a hard solid mass such as calcium sulfate dot half H2O when reacted again with H2O forms gypsum, and it is a very hard solid mass which is used in your house. So what is the common name of CaOCl2? So it is what? Bleaching powder. Alright. Name the substance which on treatment with chlorine yields bleaching powder. Slaked lime. Calcium hydroxide. Name the sodium compound which is used for softening hard water. Sodium carbonate. Okay. These are some questions that need to be learned very quickly. What will happen if a solution of sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated? It forms Na2CO3, sodium carbonate and H2O and CO2. Give the reaction involved. Sodium hydrogen carbonate gave Na2CO3, H2O, and the liberation of CO2 take place. Write a chemical equation to show the reaction between plaster of Paris and water. So the calcium sulfate dot half H2O, this is plaster of Paris. When H2O dissolved in it, then it formed gypsum. Okay, so quick revision. Let's do the quick revision of the chapter. So what is the first? An acid is a substance that dissociates in water to give hydrogen ions. A base is a substance that dissociates in water to give hydroxide ions. Litmus is an indicator that helps us detect the presence of acid and base in the solution. Litmus turns red when it comes into contact with acid, and it turns blue when it comes into contact with the base. Acids and base react with metal to release hydrogen gases, but not all metal can react with acid and bases. Acids and bases react with each other to produce salt and water. Such acid and base reaction are called neutralization. Both acid and bases can conduct electricity because of the presence of H plus and OH minus ions. That because due to the movement of these ions, we can say that the electricity is conducting. Not all bases dissolve in water. Bases which are soluble in water are called alkalis. Dilution is mixing an acid or base with water results in decrease in the solution concentration of H3O and OH minus per unit volume. It is applicable for both base and acid. Okay, the pH scale is used to measure the concentration of acid or a base in the solution. Okay, what is the strength of the acid? What is the concentration of H3O plus and OH minus in the solution? How do you get it? Get it through the pH formula minus log H plus ions. So when an acid neutralizes a base, an ionic compound is formed, that is salt is formed. Salt solutions can be neutral, acidic or basic. When electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of NaCl, it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide. What is bleaching powder? Chlorine plus trislaked lime gives bleaching powder. Calcium hydroxide Cl2 gives CaOCl2 plus H2O. What is baking soda? It is produced by the reaction when NaCl reacted with CO2, H2O and ammonia respectively. It formed NH4Cl plus NaHCO3. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses water molecules, give calcium sulfate hemihydrate, and this is known as plaster of Paris. So this is it. Thank you.